especially when it comes to our traditional allies. Now, in your explanation of why these tariffs are necessary, you do talk about IP theft, currency manipulation, dumping, other non-tariff barriers being worse than tariffs. I don't think you would argue that, for example, Israel is guilty of those things. So if the goal is to correct those things, why is the Trump administration inflicting economic pain across the board, including on our closest allies who otherwise might have been partners in addressing these issues?
I would argue that Israel is part of that. They steal a tremendous amount of intellectual property from our pharmaceutical companies. There's a tremendous amount of disputes. They have enormous tariffs on our agricultural products. So when it comes to trade, we have no friends. We have people who are trying to exploit our markets. And if you just go through some of the list, I mean, Japan, look, Japan's a great ally in terms of geopolitics and strategy. But why is it that 95% of the cars in Japan are made in Japan? And meanwhile, they sell us 100 cars for every one we sell them. It's because of their non-tariff barriers. We try to sell some nice Louisiana rice to Japan. There's a 700% tariff on that. Same with South Korea. Vietnam. I love Vietnam. It's a great economy, but it's become a colony of communist China. They sell us $14 of stuff for every one they sell them, and it's because they've got warehouses full of communist Chinese products that they strip off the China labels, put on the Vietnam labels, and that comes here to avoid the tariffs. In Germany, look, Germany, they came over here to build cars, BMWs and Mercedes. What do? We're their colony. We assemble them in Spartanburg, but every engine and transmission comes from Bavaria. Think about that. So this is what President Trump sees, and this is what the American people elected him to do. And look, and when we get to the other side of this, and it's going to happen very quickly, it's going to be beautiful. The guy who almost stole the show yesterday in the speech, nobody ever steals it from Trump, but Brian, the UAW worker, came close when he explained he saw all these empty factories.
Before we let you go,
they're going to be filled up.